Hello and welcome. I'm your host Elizibar, and you may notice there are, in fact, two books here. One here, and one here. This is part of Operation Read the Dang Books, which is something I've implemented recently to try to deal with the stack of shame, which if you are on my new comic book day stream last week, you got kind of an indication. The stack of shame is something like this tall, like it's a phone book, and I gotta read it. Not that I don't like reading books. It's just, I'm sure you've been there. There's this thing called life, and life happens, and sometimes life happens in ways that prevent you from doing the things you really enjoy. So let's get to the stuff we really enjoy. We got Batman Who Laughs 4 right here. I really like this. I think this is the best book in the run so far. We got Justice League Odyssey number 8, the Virgin-ish cover. Quite possibly the best book since Stephen Sedgwick stopped doing the art. They're both great fun for entirely different reasons. We'll start with the Batman Who Laughs, which is really all about the struggle of Batman with himself. This is something I never thought would happen, and I feel like it's okay to show this because it's right at the start of the book. Alfred fighting Batman. Holy crab apple. Like, seriously, man, this is nuts. Look at his face, man. The Joker toxin taking over. And he wants to use this dark metal visor so he can see like the Batman Who Laughs does. Boy, there's so much packed into this issue. Here's some stuff of him using that visor to see things. Here he is getting the Joker to promise to kill him later. What? Yeah. That's how crazy what's going on with Batman is. He's like, yo, Joker, if I become like him, will you kill me? And the Joker, yeah, I will. The dialogue is just great. The use of Batman, like his font, as the craziness takes hold. Why are you here? To hurt you, beat you, I'm here to torture you, kill you, to talk. Talk? So, reality, what he sees through all the crazy Joker toxin stuff. Talk? I have nothing to say to you. Why, Joker? Why? And this is quite possibly like, I think everybody kind of knows this, but this is one of those things that really just kind of makes the book. So what then? You want me to win? Well, I guess I should step back. Hold on. But just once, and never again. And here now, I want you to know that's not what I want. So what then? You want me to win? No. Then what? I want neither of us to win. Ever. Very Joker moment there. The book is crazy. If there's any complaint to be had, it's maybe with the art itself. It doesn't impress me, except when it does, if that makes sense. This stuff over here, like, I can forgive the way this looks, because the Joker's here, and this is like pure crazy town. And over here, this is incredibly awesome. Just look at how much of this is blacked out. The use of that negative filled in space. Oh man, maybe you can't see because of the glare. It's powerful. It is absolutely powerful. It directs your eyes to the text boxes, the little bubbles, where all the interesting stuff is. But at other places, the art, I don't know. Oh, you know what? There's one thing. I'm going to spoil something, and if you want to just, not watch for a minute, you go right ahead. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. So the Grim Knight is sending all the crazy Jokers after Jim Gordon because he's messed up in the head. And this is kind of the place where I feel like the art loses a little something. Like, these panels don't really have the impact I feel like they should have, just based on what I like, what I know about the characters. I wish the book was not $5. Whoever decided to normalize that kind of price for comic books should be taken out back and beaten with a Nerf bat until they're cackling madly. But it was a great book. The Batman Who Laughs, I've liked everything. I think the Grim Knight tie-in was probably the worst issue, and that's not really the fault of the mini itself, you know? So let's take a quick look at Justice League Odyssey 8. This book is like sheer insanity with deep meaning and stuff, and I don't quite understand everything that's going on symbolism-wise. It's starting to get tied together. I'm trying not to talk about it so I don't ruin it. Let me just go ahead and drop that down in the I have read it pile. Oh, that felt so good. Justice League Odyssey 8. The book's crazy. This is probably my favorite issue. We start off... Holy crap, what do we start off with? Look at this. We start off with like 3 armies dropping on this planet. Darkseid, this foolishness is unproductive. He spends this whole book basically trying to convince them that he can save part of the universe, and from there, they might be able to do something else to save the rest of the universe, maybe, but they'll have a lifeboat. He reveals, like, the dark secrets of everything to them. I'm surprised their little mortal minds didn't break. He explains how they became gods. This other box was manipulating time. Well, it says hyper time, so that things in the past could happen. We're going to take a quick aside to that Shazam ad, though. Every comic book movie should have an ad like this. Whether it's the ad for the movie itself in theaters April 5th, or ads during the movie, or whatever. Like, it should be everywhere. You shouldn't be able to escape those kinds of ads. There's lots of great action, lots of great combat. Dan Abnett's writing is so fast, I could not tear my eyes away from the pages. I just devoured every inch of this. Oh, look at the dude up here, man. Death to the false gods. Yeah, you know what the best part of all this is? Aside from Darkseid escaping, it's Azrael. Azrael, of all people, talking them down. He finds that ancient god power stuff within him. Know yourself, Jean-Paul. Find the strength you need within, where it has always dwelt. Have faith and speak your truth. Stop! Cease! You will cease this. And he talks them all down from the freaking ledge, man. It's insane. The book ends with a twist, of course. And you know what? I think the art style changed, like, yet again. I feel like this looks different from the previous issue. I don't know. I don't really care. I ate every bit of this up. I thought it looked good. I thought it read well. It's awesome. Here, let's get these credits up here so you can look at these credits, man. Dan Abnett's writing. I say that every time I review one of these books, then it's written by Dan Abnett. It's like, Dan Abnett's writing is great. And it is. It's fast. It's tense. It gives you just enough information to speculate and keeps just enough from you, so that you can't just guess the answers. It's a very delicate line, especially in like an action story, which is essentially what this is. I'm going to let you go, but you should check out Justice League Odyssey number 8. If you haven't been following that, there's probably a trade or something. I guess I need to get the other book out of the I've Read It stack and put it up here so you can look at that too. Also worth your time and money. At this point, you might want to wait for the trade because I don't think there's that much of this series left. But you have, if you at all like DC, I don't see how you can't like these 2 books. Dan Abnett wrote some really great cosmic stuff. He writes lots of sci-fi. This book is carrying all that kind of pulpy, cosmic-y, sci-fi, crazy god stuff happening, like, with it. Batman Who Laughs, number 4, carries with it all this crazy... Snyder is just... He has lost his mind, and he's taking us on a journey of lunacy with him. And it is great. So check these out if you haven't already. I can't recommend them enough. Like 4.9 out of 5 stars for both books. They could have been better. The art could have been a little better in this one, and this one could have had Stephen Cedric's art. Like, that is the only fault I can find here. And even then, the art is still great in both books. Like, I could probably go nitpick it, but I ain't gonna because I had so much fun. Bye-bye.